So what happened?
So, there's a guy who was shot and killed by his girlfriend. Black man, white woman. Uh,
I'm sure Umar loves this. Sure, Umar eating this up. You over there like, yeah, I told you about these snow bunnies.
so he was shot and killed by his girlfriend. Initially, it was ruled like an accident or something. They didn't really charge him with anything, if I'm not mistaken. Then there was a little bit of outrage about it, and that's when they start like investigating, say, maybe it's manslaughter or something like that. It's outrage, like, the normal racism, black man killed by a white woman should get off and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So, per usual, what happens with the internet, people start to deep dive into a person's
background and social media history and all that.
Yeah. So they looked the dude up, and the dude was on some type of time where he was talking like bad about black women. Check.
I did the opposite of what I was supposed to do. But go ahead.
So it was like bad stuff. It was like, I'd rather sleep with a dog than a
black woman,
black bee.
And
the dog got to be white, teen white or white. It was like other little, tweets, and
it was that bad.
Yeah, the worst one is the one I told you about the dog, but it was other stuff that he had said about black women, or alluding to him being, like he said, teen white girl or whatever, and stuff like that. And apparently, allegedly, his brother's like that, which I don't know. I didn't see anything on his brother, but apparently now, there's people saying, man, just let her off. You know what I'm saying?
So like, just because all that stuff, hey, man,
which is crazy.
Hey,
so basically, I brought this up to discuss, like, what is it? Is it right to, how can I put this? Basically, do we still, even though we feel the way we feel about what happened to him, do we not still feel that he needs justice for the situation that he's in, even though he said what he said about black women?
I think, for me personally, and I haven't dived into like all the
details about it.
Yeah. But from what you just told me, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? For me, I think this is one of those ones where, yeah, justice should be served, but if it don't, we okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the one where the file goes at the bottom of the pile. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get to that where y'all can. We don't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't, I mean, like, yeah, just like he should get justice if she wrongfully killed him. Yeah, he should go to jail, but I don't think anybody is going to lose sleep.
Okay.
Over.
Do you think that's right though, morally?
Morally?
Yeah. Because it's still a life.
Yeah.
It's still a life. Because, and we don't talking about culturally, right? We're not talking about, anything past culturally. He was a black man who was killed by a white woman who looked like that she was about to get off.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm pretty sure they said it jokingly, hey man, just let her off. You know what I'm saying? And I seen one lady, she was like, well, it's trash taking out trash, or something like that. And it was just, for me, it was wild to hear that. And it was a black woman that said that part. So it, for me, it's still, for me, a black man. And listen, you trash for that.
Yeah.
Well, he was trash for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, bro, you better. You can't be saying this. And then, so I don't get me wrong, I feel that way too. I feel like, oh well. But then my thinking was, is that okay? Just because emotionally I don't agree with how he did things, do he deserve a bullet?
So, I mean, I don't know if he deserved a bullet or not. Yeah. That depends on that situation. He might have deserved a bullet. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the altercation was between them.
No, she said apparently she was cleaning her gun and then went off and shot him. So if it was an altercation, you did feel like, why wouldn't you just say he was attacking me or whatever? Right. I was defending myself. Yeah.
Unless that was just like, they ain't gonna believe this. Let me
let
me go with this. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know the situation of the particulars of what happened during that case. But I don't know. I would feel some type of way if there was like, if we knew that they was doing some like shady stuff to get her off.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, okay, that's weird. But
they ignored it,
okay.
And then it was like a sheriff. It was like some black police officer or something. He came out and said, "I don't believe this was an accident."
Yeah.
And then internet did what they did before the tweets, before they found the tweets or whatever. It was like, nah, this is unjust. This is messed up. Blah blah blah. And then the tweets came out. It was like, oh, nah, we good. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, again, man, I want justice to be served. If he deserves justice, he get that. But again, man, I'm not in a rush for this one. Like,
okay,
however that come out.
Emotionally, I'm there.
Yeah. I don't
emotionally there, but mentally, it's just
care,
like,
bro.
Just because. And then, listen,
because like we said with Luigi, man, like that man need to be like. We understand why he did it, but you just can't be out here just killing people.
You just can't be out here doing that.
People. We get that.
And it's also still a black man who for me,
he was a lost one though. He was a lost one. What Umar said.
Harry told me would have shot him.
To bed. You gotta put him to sleep. Everybody ain't gonna make it off the corner.
But I'm just saying, man, I
just want to know his last moments when he was realized I'm dying and I've been doing all this. And like, look into it.
I don't think he probably was even thinking about that.
That's the only justice I care about.
The realization.
Yes, oh my god! That's the only justice I really care about is the irony of him. Like, oh my goodness, this is how it went out. Because would a black woman have done that to you?
Because in my mind it's still. Because the situation still calls for the typical, she getting away with it, white woman getting away with, killing unarmed black men. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's still, so for me in that situation, I feel like no matter what the situation is, if a black man is killed unjustly,
justice. We want it.
Yeah. I want
I feel you.
I want every bit of it. I don't care if he is
it's like one of them rare collisions.
That's one of the collisions. Is like
there's more than one justice being served.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There's more than one justice being served. Does this man deserve to get his?
That's tough, bro.
So we gotta now we choosing rank. Then yes,
okay,
you are correct. The black people getting justice for being unjustly killed is and then again, does that take priority of him disrespecting black women like that? Like, which one is higher? Which one do we put? Because one is social though. Like, his damage is social. Yeah. This one is legal, which I think is that's a structural issue we need to acknowledge. So that may put it above.
I think that's justice and I think that's law and social though. Mm-hmm. That's the part I'm worried about is the social part.
Still would be
both. That's what I'm saying. I think both, like, because it's the situation.
It would be higher than like his slander online.
And it's just terrible.
Even though we recognize this is
we recognize that this is trash.
This is trash. This is bad. And we not losing any sleep over this.
We're not losing no sleep, but it's just like
structurally, like he's being taken advantage by the system. Like, we can't.
He's still in the category of black man getting killed and then the person who doing it getting away with it.
Yeah. And we can't have it. We can't have it.
But
I tell you what though, I'm for him getting justice legally, but because we should have handled him in the community. He should have
been handled in the community.
That's the justice he should have gotten.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Before anybody. So
the social part should have been handled socially. Yeah, I feel you on that.
Legal part. So I'm with you. Like, so we should.
Yeah, I just don't want
that man should get his judgment at the same time. We not losing. We not losing.
We ain't gonna march for this one.
Nah. That'd be crazy.
Oh my goodness. That's the tough part for me.
Speaking of Umar, dog, I remember when you sent me that stuff about him going off on I don't even remember what he said now. Where he was like, the shows we put out is just like violent and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Vaguely. I mean, I'm pretty. Yeah. It's Umar, so
I ain't care for that.
They did the same thing with Black Panther and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which some of it I get, but then other times I'm just like, nah. Bro.
Which his his version of Black Panther, the second one, is funny. Is racist.
I didn't hear the second one.
But it's funny. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He used some slurs against, Latin people that, you know what I'm saying? But like in the context of the film, it was like, yo, you over the line. Like you out of pocket, bro. You are out of pocket, dog. What you talking about?
You always gonna go there,
like,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? Black Panther 2 was not.
I think I did hear him because it was on the same level, or it was probably the same video when he was talking about the first one, and I just clocked out. I think I just clocked out. I was just like, you taking it too far. Like art is art, and this is what you take from the art. That's fine. I didn't take that from that art.
Yeah, I was like, yo, his rendition of that movie is just nuts. Even though I didn't think Black Panther 2 was that.
I didn't like it.
The progression in the movie.
It was bad.
And like the decisions they was making was like, y'all don't look like the most powerful nation on the planet. Y'all not making moves like, why y'all going out into they domain to wage war in a boat?
That
like,
sounds
what
crazy.
We doing? Like,
because they went on our lands, like, yeah, we weren't prepared for that. But you know what I'm saying? That what was you about to say about Dr. Umar?
Oh, with the shows and stuff, he was talking about like what we do. Like he was going at Tyler Perry, which I understand Tyler Perry shows are not for me. His content is his content. He was like, we get money and we like make power and all that stuff. Just make TV shows and stuff that's detrimental to the Black community. I'm like, what do you watch? Like TV, what's your favorite show?
Atlanta.
You know what I'm saying? There's all types of shows out there made by Black people for Black people.
And you know what my new favorite show was about to be?
What?
Abbott Elementary.
That's a good show. That's a fire show.
Oh my goodness, bro! I think I'm on season 2.
There's plenty of content out there that's positive for Black people. If you want to watch it, then I don't understand what he's consuming.
I think his issue is how popular those shows are. But if you look at other aspects of different shows, especially like white shows, they have aspects of shows that are popular that don't represent them well.
Yeah.
You know,
that's true. I mean, I think that's the thing. Like, we don't get
and my bad.
Go ahead.
And we don't always identify shows that we are watching of other cultures as bad sometimes. We only allow our own and other people to downplay the stuff that we do.
Yeah.
Because if you Breaking Bad, The Sopranos.
Yep.
Like those are come on, like you know what I'm saying?
They doing the same thing we doing. They doing the same thing you do, except they white. Like,
and they don't demify like they demify with us.
They get to show their full range of like everything, but like we get pigeonholed to like, oh, that's all we do.
What does people want of people's favorite class? What's a movie that I think is trash, but everybody else thinks is good?
I can't.
And it's nothing but violence or the ideal of violence. Godfather.
Oh yeah.
Godfather, all 3 of them.
I've never watched them all the way through. I've only seen.
I never made it 3, and I don't think I made it past an hour in the second one. If you like the Godfather, bless you, because it ain't for me. Tony Montana.
I think people only praise like it's either the first one, or the second one, and then the rest of them.
The first one get praised, the second one get praised, and then the third one they just like you just got to finish it.
You just gotta see it through.
You gotta see it through. That's what.
Yeah,
but
man,
there's plenty of other aspects there. But the issue with people like him, Dr. Umar, and again, I get it.
Yeah,
we do have shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta, but
they got Jersey Shore, and they got all they Real Houses. It's we're not doing anything different than anybody else. And the thing that bothers me about that is people like Umar when he says stuff like that, and David Banner, because I remember David Banner back in not too long, he was like, Black people the only ones that send our kids to go get taught by somebody else, like
we ain't got Mexicans in our school.
Yeah, or Asian Indians. People ain't suing to get rid of affirmative action so they can be in the school. What are you talking about? When they say stuff like that, it lends to the idea that we are exceptionally bad at something. Like we are so different that we are the only ones that are dysfunctional in this way. And it's like, no, everybody is doing it. You know what I'm saying? You can say we shouldn't participate in those, but don't make it look like we exceptionally
That's the only thing that we doing.
Yeah, and add to the idea. Like you doing the same thing doing.
What is Living Single? Martin.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
The Jamie Foxx
My Wife
show.
and Kids. That's my favorite Black sitcom.
What's another one of my favorite? Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
What is the
I don't know, man.
I don't know what they watching. I don't know. There's plenty of other shows that show aspects of Black culture in a good light.
Yeah.
And we don't always get the love that we need. Just like Static Shock. Static Shock was a great show.
Fire.
There
were real issues.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like when like I get that he's saying that stuff, but it's just like you just ain't paying attention. Yeah, I went. So like when they do talk about shows and stuff like that, I get what they saying, but it's like nah, nah, you know.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I hate about it is that when we start getting on our own, and I get it, we have a drive to be better than everybody else or whatever, but don't make us seem exceptionally bad at something. If you don't like something, just don't like it. Don't make it seem like we unique in our dysfunction.
No.
Because that's doing the same thing to the people on the outside.
They already do that to us, so why are we doing it to us?
Doing it?
Why don't you promote other shows or open up your mind to other shows to watch?
You might find you an Abbott Elementary or I Am a Virgo or in Atlanta or like all these other black ass shows.
Bro, it was another black show I liked and they didn't do it. It was like, he was like, oh man, I'm mad I brought it up because I don't even remember. But it was saying he was like he was an alien, but he was a black alien. And he was like, they called him the Willy Wonka of technology. Oh man.
What, bro?
And that show was fire.
They had already started making it. It was already out.
It's out now. Oh, it's out, and they didn't make a second season of it. And it was a good show. He was an alien. He had to figure stuff out. He got this black woman and this black family, and then he kind of like he was trying to save the world and something, but he had to do it in a way that he was accepted by society. So he had to blend in with humans, but he did it as a black man.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that was a fire show. Yeah. If I remember the show, bro, it was.
Was it somebody that popular?
Yeah, the dude that was in 12 Years a Slave. He was the alien.
Oh, Chiwetel Ejiofor?